Welcome to
We Grwn.
Question mark?
I'm Moyo.
I'm Jess.
And I'm Shaun. And today we have a special guest.
Hey guys. I'll introduce myself. I'm Marcus. I'm sorry.
The infamous Marcus from the
Literally.
past 9 episodes.
Dang, it's been a lot.
I
Yeah,
know,
we've
right?
been grinding.
Congrats to y'all, man. I'm happy.
Yeah,
We're
Thank
happy
you.
to have you here.
we are. And we have to put you on the spotlight and
Oh.
ask you, what has had you feeling grown?
Let's see. So lately I've been in physical therapy. I
It
mean,
already sounds like an old person thing.
listen, it ain't even fair how old my joints are, man. I hurt my shoulder about 4-5 weeks ago. Of course, lifting. But the way my joints have been on downward spirals, it's terrible.
One
I
way to
felt
put
like
it.
when I stepped into 30, my life became like an Avatar meme. Like I know y'all seen that joint where Aang is taking away the Fire Lord's bending, and they said he's turned 30. Like that's how I feel every day.
But no,
We'll
I can
try to
relate.
insert that meme if we can find it.
I'll
No, I
send
got it.
I'll
Don't
send
worry.
Listen, when I tell you, it was like everything was peaceful, and then my joints attacked. All right, and they were definitely the Fire Nation, so somebody had to strike back.
But
Yeah.
I think we can all kind of relate to that. Like,
Yes, I've been in physical therapy for way too many things. My calves, my hips. Like
Ooh.
I get
Ooh.
it. Knees, the one thing I got that's still good. My knees. I got good knees, but these hips.
I ain't about
Click,
this
click.
life. I got them good bones.
Okay.
he couldn't keep a straight face for that one.
No.
Shut him live.
You sure?
I know. Yeah, I know. I mean, well, my stomach is its own thing.
I don't think
So-
that's a result of being old, though.
It's gotten worse as I gotten older, so it's fine.
Soon
It's
he'll
fine.
just drink water, you know.
Poor Shaun.
One
One man
day.
told me like 4 or 5 years ago he couldn't eat anything. I was like, huh?
But I do.
He be
But I
eating.
do.
He still be eating.
Anyways,
Anyways.
Anyways.
It's a podcast, it's a video, and more.
Okay. Today's topic is about technology. So, like, what is our relationship with technology? How does it affect our daily lives? Yeah, because most of us work in tech, like, how do we deal with it? How do we communicate and, I guess, operate regular life? So, to get us started, let's start with like a little brief intro. Like, you don't have to get super detailed, but about what we do, since all of us are #blacks in tech.
I am an IT analyst. That's pretty much as I want to say.
True. I'm a software engineer, lead software engineer.
oh,
Hey,
excuse
come on,
me.
hey, lead.
Hey man.
I'm a legal IT project manager.
Oh, y'all got
That's
fancy
straight up
jobs.
PMP though.
Yes.
I'm not as fancy as everybody else. I am the director of a development program.
Meanwhile, says he's a director.
Whole director.
It's true. It is of STEM folks, though. So
Listen, that's a whole. Yeah.
I love my kids. Shout out to y'all.
I think so. Just going off of that, what technology do you deal with on a day to day? What technologies?
Oh, I guess y'all looking at me. I guess the better question is what technologies do I not deal with on a day to day? Like I touch a little bit of everything daily just because of work specifically. So anything from cloud infrastructure all the way down to like basically all your money that is in a bank for all banks is managed by like one massive mainframe, and they are terrible. Let me tell you, terrible. But you know, that's okay. Them APR rates, they be changing. And I felt so bad because I had to change the code that increased them APR rates. So, hey,
Dang.
It's all on you.
hey, look, there's too many people looking at that stuff. I had to explain this one line from changing a 0.5 to a 4.5 to about 60 people 20 times. It's a real thing, these banks.
Sweet Christmas.
I think I'm just more. I deal with a lot of technologies, but not like I don't have to do any sort of programming. It's more tell other people what to do and just understanding it and being able to explain it in layman's terms, which I like that aspect of knowing it but not having to do it. Because Marcus keeps trying to get me to be a software developer, but
Listen.
why would I do that when I can just tell them what to do?
She's gonna be technical, all right?
I'm not.
Listen, as she progresses in her career for her analyst, she will start learning
Don't let her-
more
don't let
and
him
more
lie.
things. Don't worry. Give me like 5 months.
I was about to say, like,
I was saying
He
5
means
years.
years.
I thought 5 years. I was like, I ain't
It's
giving
not
it
going to
that
happen
long.
in 5 months. How long have we known each other?
Hey, look, I believe that you can code. Just like Jess be coding every day and she a project manager.
Jess does not code by.
Yes, she does. Don't let her lie to you.
By
It's
herself.
Moyo
by
sets
choice.
boundaries for herself.
Yes, Jess does not have a great job at setting boundaries. So after last week, I learned we will be
She
setting
didn't learn.
boundaries.
I promise. You didn't. She did not learn. But we'll let her think that for now.
Yes, I'm on the path to setting stronger boundaries.
That
As
is
far
a
as
future
work.
episode topic. So
Yes,
we'll get
work
to
boundaries.
We'll get
Listen,
to it.
that is definitely.
do you have an
episode
issue of saying no?
My thing is if it's intriguing enough and I actually want to learn it or try it, and then I'm presented with a project to do it, I'm probably going to do it, even if I don't need to. So that's where I'm like, I need to start setting those boundaries. But yeah, I don't typically code. You would think with the title project manager, I wouldn't be doing the actual analyst work, but I do. So yeah, I build workflows. I build out the entire project. I do the innovation, period. Like just period. You say you have an issue or this is, the problem you want to solve. I come up with the solution. I build the project. And more than likely, I'll be either the entire analyst, developer, all of that on the project, or I'll be guiding and connecting all the people. I prefer the latter, but sometimes, like last week, I do everything.
I mean, that is really unfortunate.
Yes, it is. It's not cool because I'm not getting paid 5 people's salary. So
Yeah, so maybe we do need to come back to topics like
boundaries.
setting boundaries.
Yes,
I feel
yes.
you though, because I definitely struggle with that as well. Like, I have several people under me, so I definitely have to set boundaries because if not, then I don't really get work done. So like, I would typically. Everybody likes to be off Fridays. I try to go in most Fridays because all of my folks are off Fridays. So that's typically the day that I can do work for me. So it's a boundary that I had to set, even though I'm really about to be off every Friday until like way into the new year because
I'm trying to be.
I ain't about to be there no more. So on Fridays.
Oh, wait a minute.
On Fridays.
This is news to me.
On Friday. No, I just got a whole bunch
Do
of
we
leave.
have an announcement?
No announcement.
So general, like regular life, we all have our phones. We have laptops, iPads. What else?
Entire
Smartwatches,
Everything.
vacuums.
Mhm.
Yes.
I feel like Marcus, you are one of the ones who's, and maybe just too, like y'all want everything in your house to do stuff.
Automation is the way of the future, okay? Given to big data,
Unfortunately.
send all of your data to Google, okay?
Unfortunately.
This is not sponsored by Google.
No, but in all seriousness, I think automation is the way of the future. Like it's being able to have things on autopilot that you don't really have to worry about too often. Like my vacuum runs like twice a week and it's one less thing I got to worry about. And clean up when I'm actually cleaning is a lot faster. So, I mean, I can't be mad at it, honestly. Also, my desk stands now. I just got a whole new office set up that I'll show you guys.
Fancy.
Standing desks
Really
are
fancy.
the best. Yes.
I have one, but it don't go up that often. I do it, and I'll be like, why am I standing?
Next step is the treadmill under the desk so I don't have to leave the
no.
office.
That's work.
I'm not there yet.
I ain't trying to be. Well, I walk into work every day. That's enough.
That's good.
Yeah. Don't nobody be wanting to have a sweaty back when you trying to work.
In the meeting, just starting to stretch real quick.
Wait a minute. I'm hitting the hill.
That would
I'm
be
gonna go
the
on
one
mute.
thing that I would want automated. Like, work out my body for me.
Wow.
There
No, that's
was-
real.
You know, there was a video going around on Twitter of like the old gyms, and it would just shake the people's body, and I was like, I need that. That's looks.
I don't need my
perfect.
body slushing around.
Bruh.
Not for me.
I don't know what it did for them, but it must have did something because they
Did
were
it?
skinny back then.
Did it?
That's what I'm saying. Did it?
I'm sure it did.
They probably were like walking around and stuff
Being nosy. Housewives.
like you had to walk into a store to pick up your food. Now we just DoorDash.
That's true.
And there's a lot more on TV.
But I think if I stood there and I got my body shaken, it would stop me from like just going out to eat after, or like it would stop me from doing other things. That
shook up.
yeah, I just had a whole workout.
I am
That was-
so
need to
tired.
A 40-minute shake, you know.
yeah.
But before we had things like malls, and we would go to the mall, and that's when you would really exercise. Now you go on Amazon. You go. I don't know if people really use eBay, but you go just click of a button, and then boom, your stuff is there within
Yeah.
2 days. And then when
Or
it's not within
even-
2 days, give me my free stuff. Cause
Yeah,
Sorry.
or even the gross, like picking up, even if you wanted to go out and drive out, you can be like, bring it to my car.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to do
You put it in
anything
there.
anymore. Like,
Yeah.
your trunk opens by itself. Like,
and I with the foot.
it's so many things, and it's a little, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
can't imagine what it'll look like when, I don't know, 10, 20 years from now. And as millennials, we've seen so much of this change.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
So we know that, like, literally, you could go from nothing to something in a
Mhm.
matter of a year.
I remember when having music on your phone, I thought that was stupid. Or having, like, your phone ring to your watch was stupid. And now, look at me. Like,
I remember going to New York, and like my brother had a navigation on his phone, and I was like, this is so crazy. You got navigation? So we trying to figure out where to go. We like, oh shoot, it told us turn right. And I was like, this is crazy. I guess I could put this MapQuest paper back in my pocket, because what am I doing with this?
carrying a whole book. to
I
get
remember
somewhere.
when we actually had attention spans. Like,
No.
Bruh. But that's actually really sad.
this is the downside of technology.
Yeah,
today.
yeah,
Like,
definitely.
They
I-
make videos shorter and shorter so people get
That's
to
true.
look at something and immediately be gratified and then move on to the next thing. And it is amazing from a marketing standpoint, but it is destroying our ability to actually learn in any kind of consistent way. And it's sad.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, just even us doing these podcast videos, like I've been watching different reels and things like that just to figure out what is the best way for us to market. And then I was reading or watching that it was like the best videos switch like a screen or something every 2 seconds to keep your attention span. And I was like, no, that's definitely not true. And then every video that I'm watching that I'm like interested in, I'm like, oh shoot, it does do it. Like, why? Now I gotta try and stay up to date. Let me download some new apps, and now I'm doing extra stuff with videos, and
Yeah.
I'm just always mad. But then I'm like, well, this is what I like to watch too, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I gotta do it.
Yeah. I think Jess was the one that put me on to double speed. I can't listen to anything.
Oh, no.
there.
It has to be.
And
Sped
I'm
up.
just like, that's a
Ah.
little, it's ridiculous. I like listening to people talk. If it's not face to face, hurry up. Like, get to the point.
Yes, yes.
Double speed this.
Yes.
And I think one thing about our podcast, I don't listen to us on double speed, but I did try, and I was like, do I talk too fast? Does Shaun talk too fast? Because I don't understand what we're saying.
Mhm.
Because we're like just trying to get words out. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Let's
yeah.
try it now. Let me put you on double speed.
Yeah. So we actually talked about like slow down a little bit. I don't know if we've
Yeah.
actually done it, but
So I know I try to speak slowly in this episode, so I hope you guys notice. I am definitely speaking way faster than I usually do because I feel like I try to slow down and then I end up forgetting what I was talking about.
because you can't pay attention to your own self.
Yeah, that's
Which
very
is
true.
crazy.
Yeah.
Astonishing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But back to the technology topic.
Oh,
I know for me, with technology, even the automation, like I've switched to a non FDA approved version of like an insulin pump where like my phone communicates with my CGM, which is continuous glucose monitor, as well as my insulin pump. And so pretty much had to kind of build it myself. There's like a open source group that, does a lot of work with actually building the algorithms and everything. But because it makes my life easier to have it automatically like change my dosage, I don't have to wake up in the middle of the night to like adjust my insulin or like, treat something. I can just kind of rest a lot easier, where it's just like, okay, I may be going low, but it automatically knows, okay, let's give her less insulin so that her blood sugar can come up, and then it will reinitiate her having some more insulin. So that's not the only one. There are FDA approved ones, but for me, I felt that one was better for me because it was tubeless. It just fits my lifestyle. So I have a very, very, very intimate relationship with technology. It like keeps me alive, literally. But same, like any way I can kind of like save time or just like cut things out of like my brain space, like whether that be adjusting the temperature in the house. We just got like the Ecobee thing. We're not sponsored, but Ecobee, if you want to sponsor us,
shout out.
I have one too, actually.
Oh.
I can't even wait. But yeah, Ecobee, I love it in the fact that like I can leave the house and be like, oh shoot, I forgot to turn the air down or turn the air on. I can do that from my phone. We have like, even the security system, the lighting, like it just makes so much sense.
Oh yeah, your light is so creepy. The first time I think I slept over here, the light just turned on randomly. I'm like, what in the world? It's like, yeah, it's on a timer. And I'm like, for what?
Yes.
Why does the light need to turn on?
And even if I'm not home, like if there's too much activity on our like security system, I'll just like turn the light on and people think, oh, somebody must be home because the light just came on. So I really like it. I think it's the best.
Yeah. There are times though that I feel like I have to just unplug and I just take those. And normally I'll tell people who would contact me like, hey, I'm unplugging, or like me and Jess, we'll send each other random things on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't see that because I'm taking a break. Like I just need a week to detox because it's too much, or like a week to focus on, let me just play with my kids and not be looking at my phone and being like, what did I miss while I was at work?
Yeah.
So it's definitely needed to just unplug from everything and just focus on life and focus on the people that are actually around you versus all of these random internet people.
I will say that I definitely need to do that. I have not, and I know it drives John absolutely crazy because I am always on my phone. Like whether it's social media, like I tried to remove Facebook not from my phone because I ain't there yet. I tried to remove it from the spot that it's usually in, and I'll definitely find myself like, oh shoot, like it's not there. And this has been like a year ago, and I'm still doing it. Or I'll find myself like on Instagram just scrolling, and it's not even that I'm like paying attention to it. It's just like, I don't know, that might just be part of like ADHD too. But I'm just like, oh, nope, yep, keep on going. But then I definitely need to do it. I think when I was traveling much more, that was like kind of my getaway from technology. Because I didn't really really it was just to stay on a schedule.
Yeah.
And I would use my phone. Well, actually, I printed out papers and gave them to everybody and told them, don't ask me anything because all your stuff is on this piece of paper, so you know where we need to go. So if you get lost, be here at this time. I know it's a little OD. But anyways, that would kind of get me out of that whole technology thing. So I probably need to start doing that again. We should do a trip one day.
I'm listening like, I would love that, actually.
Yeah. Friends who hike, but don't.
Friends who travel not to be outside sweating.
But don't?
I hike.
We all hike.
We all hike. Just we
At
haven't
some
hiked
point
together.
in our lives, just not together. Yeah,
We hiked together.
we did. I feel like that was an adventure. I remember being very sweaty
Yeah.
and very hot.
That's part of hiking.
Yeah, not really a fan of that one.
Oh,
But
well, we gotta do better.
Embrace the outdoors.
Or
I am not an outdoor person in the slightest.
so what we supposed to do?
I still hike,
Oh,
but
okay.
I don't necessarily like it. Like I'm not like, oh, look at the trees. Oh, look at like that's not me. And it's mostly because of I don't like the heat and I don't like bugs.
yeah, if you
And I
catch
don't
me
like
in the winter-
birds.
Oh, those are year round.
I don't like birds either. Birds are scary. And fish.
I like fish.
Fish?
I will die.
Fish?
Yeah. Like I am
How many
horrified
times are
of
you
fish.
encountering fish though?
All the time. Okay, story time. Story time. Every time I go to the beach, a fish jumps on me. Every
There is
single
that.
time. Like, so I remember there have been several times. I
Shaun
was
is
in Puerto
automatic
Rico.
bait.
I'm just like in there, like we're in Culebra. I'm like, yes, this beautiful beach. I'm sitting there, freaking. I look down, like fish are just swimming around me, and I was like,
I might
well,
hate fish if that happens.
I can't move now because there's a fish swimming around me. Went to the Bahamas, yay, splashing around, freaking waves coming. Fish in the wave, just chest. I was like, "What are you doing?" Went to St. Martin. I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna learn how to fish or fish. I'm gonna learn how to float." So I'm trying. Little fish jumps on me, and I was like, "Oh shoot!" Like I got it off, and I was like, "It's okay." Like it was a little fish. Bigger fish jumps on me. I was just like drowns. Just went slowly under. Then I ran out, and then I was like, "I'm not going back in here," because every time I get in the water, a fish jumps on me.
Yeah, go to them dirty beaches
Where I don't see them.
where you don't see no fish.
I think you should start
Nah, I
fishing.
can't do
Clearly,
that.
this is a sign from God that you have the magic touch.
I don't want the touch.
He's Aquaman.
No, you can't be Aquaman and be scared of fish.
You're running away from your calling. That's what it is.
It sounds like.
Let me know when y'all have a Justice League episode. Get Shaun Acosta.
Thank you.
I already told Shaun that he would cosplay very well as Aquaman from Young Justice.
Just wait one day.
I'll dye your hair again. Throws up the picture of when I dyed Shaun's hair.
Do we have that picture?
I do have that picture.
I have that picture as well.
Yeah.
You
Maybe
have that
add
picture.
it. I don't know if I have that picture.
It's on somebody's Google Drive.
I have many pictures
Yes.
in case I
The
ever need
historian.
to blackmail y'all.
It is an ungodly amount of blackmail material out there on me. I'm glad I've slowed
That's
down.
because of you.
I've slowed down.
I've slowed down.
I don't know. I don't know.
We have ample pictures, I feel like, of Moyo falling asleep in
But
random
that's not
places.
anything embarrassing that can be used.
I got
for
embarrassing
blackmailing.
pictures of you.
Yeah, that's
You know I
Maybe
got
crazy
embarrassing.
looking pictures of me. Yes, but would I be like, you can use this to blackmail me?
No, probably not. Okay, I wouldn't.
I'm
okay,
married
maybe
now.
I
I
wouldn't
don't know
have
if you can
blackmail
blackmail me.
pictures. I would just have pictures that everybody would be like,
Take
"Why
that
you
down?
do me like this?"
Yes.
Like
Shaun
We
does have
already
those
have
pictures.
some posted though, so at this point,
not
does
all
it
of
matter?
them. Not all of them.
It can't get no worse than the one where my forehead looked about. It can't get worse than that. It can't.
Shaun's relationship with technology is holding on to every piece
Yes.
of blackmail he can get.
It
Yes.
is. Receipts all day.
Yes.
But remember when I feel like I do that to you all the time,
Yeah, you
Marcus.
do. You
You're like,
actually do.
oh, remember when I sent you this? You ain't sent me that. That's why I be sad. That's how, like, when Moyo was like, "Oh, you're not going to this party today?" What party? I be knowing, but I wasn't invited. So
Shaun is
you can't say stuff like that.
Oh, I can't. Oh man, crops.
Okay.
Shaun is silly.
Shaun is silly. Yes, you can say that, but it'll all probably be removed.
I'll just bleep it.
Shaun is
That works to be anything.
That'll be very entertaining for the people listening. Like, ooh, what he say?
What did he say?
So technology, how about it, huh?
For those of y'all are watching these
Wrapping up.
bloopers.
Well, go ahead. Say what you want to say.
Oh no, I was just gonna make fun of the fact. Meanwhile, these some of the meanest people you'll ever meet.
These.
These? You talking about-
So this man doesn't just say it, but he doubles down on it.
I can't even defend. So I'm not mean.
Hey,
I
yo,
just
get your Twitter searches in
said-
now before they delete everything.
Oh, it's already been deleted. Everybody,
They are gone.
everybody done wiped their timelines.
After we had we all discussed that stuff, and I went through my Twitter, and I was like,
Shaun was savage.
I was
I don't know
not.
if I finished. I got
Oh shoot!
tired.
I think I
did
gave
not
up.
either.
I got
I mean, I did the
tired. It was too
keywords,
much.
and then I started going through like, I'm gonna start from the very beginning. I ain't
It's
make
too
it far.
Mm.
That's funny.
It's tough. But yeah, so that's another thing about technology. Like that junk is always there.
Yeah, what you put out there is it's out there
It is.
forever.
Yeah.
That's
I feel
the
like
crazy
there
part
was one
about
time
it.
in my life where I was like, ugh, why would you take a shower only at night and not in the morning? And now I'm like, who has time to wake up and take a shower? I'm just trying to get out the house. Like I already took a shower at night. And it's like, can you change? can you be like, well, that was the old me, but people don't let
Yes.
you do that.
Oh no, people never let you change online. Like
Yeah.
growth, how dare you?
How
You
d-
said this.
Like,
That is you.
you think you
Literally.
changed 10 years later?
Literally.
You're the same person. You're the same disgusting person you
Oh
were
my
then.
God.
It's just like, but
That's
it's out of
aggressive.
context. But that's really how people be on the internet. They be really that
It is.
aggressive.
You
like,
at 18, the same person as you at 30.
You didn't change. How dare you? Like,
Yeah.
geez, can I grow?
I
Like,
allow for pattern recognition. Enough things over at time, I can believe in growth. Not immediately though.
that's fair.
Yeah.
But what
That's
if
fair.
you stop tweeting? So, like, I stopped tweeting
Yeah,
altogether.
I did have that.
And somebody is going to see my Twitter and be like, this a-hole.
Oh no, data all drops off at some point. You have
Okay,
to
well,
exclude
good.
all data points outside of a
Okay,
certain-
good, because I'm in the clear.
Now. Now.
Now?
More uses of technology.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Well, I
There's
do have
archives.
a question.
Shoot.
So how recognizing or just taking like the time to think about your relationship with technology, how do you see yourself moving forward? Like, we already know where technology is going as far as like it's going to be more integrated than it is now into our lives. Like, how do you see yourself striking that healthy balance?
I think for me, I haven't really jumped into it yet in terms of like automation and like there are certain things where I feel like I want to use my hands and I want to just do things. But then there are areas like grocery shopping where I would go pick up my groceries. I would get groceries delivered, but then I also sometimes just go in the store, but I still won't go through the line. I would rather scan it on my phone or something like that. Like, it's always like, I don't want to be completely extreme, but I don't want to be out of touch either. So just having,
Finding that balance.
finding that
Mhm.
balance of how can I actually be a part of this, but not let it be me or
Mhm.
like fully engulf me. So I don't know how it'll change as time goes on. I know my husband wants to automate certain things like the vacuums and the things like that. And I'm like, first of all, this vacuum is gonna be running 24/7 because these
Listen.
kids be spilling stuff all day. So who has time for that? And who's gonna then dump it? Because it's not completely like
Oh no, they have those now. It'll
Yeah,
empty
they
itself.
do. They empty themselves.
Yeah, that's the
into
one-
what though?
Its own trash can. At some point,
Yeah.
you gotta take out. The
Yeah,
trash.
you take out the trash, but
But how often, right?
Yeah, like it's always gonna be
Mhm.
it's always gonna be something that you have to intervene. And I think until it gets to the point where out of sight, out of mind, I don't know that I'm gonna jump into that.
that's when we have walking androids.
Yeah, I don't know if I want out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
I know that for me personally, I think my relationship moving forward with technology, I will continue to invest in newer, later things,
Mhm.
but I do not want to sacrifice my ability to do something. I appreciate the fact that I am a very physical person. If I feel like I am suddenly just sedentary and not moving because everything I need is being taken care of around me, I'm
Yeah.
going to try to intervene in some type of way.
Yeah.
That's fair. I don't really see my relationship changing. Like I said, like at this point, technology is keeping me alive. I do want to exercise better boundaries, I think, because I kind of similarly have like that scrolling
Mhm.
incessantly issue, and like you kind of zone out at a point. And so I think I've tried the whole like screen time thing, but after a certain point, you kind of glaze over and just like, oh, ignore, or oh,
Yeah.
give me more time kind of thing. So I don't know, I just think I need to work on myself exercising stronger boundaries with how I interact with it. But I definitely love the idea of automation.
Mhm.
The security aspect, I think, is still where I'm kind of like,
Just give
Teetering.
your data in. Just give your data.
man, I just can't. If you watch Mr. Robot, then it's like it makes sense why you wouldn't want to, even though I just literally did the one thing I said I would never do. Get a automated thermostat because of what happened in the show. But yeah, eventually you sacrifice your privacy for convenience.
I mean, if you just go based on what happens in shows, then nobody's using crock pots after This Is Us.
Bruh.
Oh, see, I never watched that show.
I mean, well,
I don't watch the
That
show,
burned
but
somebody's
I
house down,
definitely
I'm
heard the
guessing.
mom.
yeah. So, I mean, but I would second what you said. It's
Yeah.
definitely building boundaries. Because like I said, I'm typically on my phone
Mm-hmm.
a lot. I mean, I'm not allowed to have my phone at work. So when I get off,
Oh
like
yeah,
first
makes
thing I
sense.
do is check my phone. And then John was like, "Dang, we didn't even talk about our day." And I'm like, "I just talked to you at work." I'm trying to.
It is different though. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for you, it's completely different. Like I can't imagine not having my phone at work.
Oh, absolutely
yeah.
not. I be getting notes for mine. Like, listen, what y'all not about to do?
No, it can be tough. Even when because I walk into work, I go to charge my car. I guess that's part of technology too. So I go to charge my car in the morning, and then I have about a 20-minute walk
I know.
to the building. But that walk, like I have no phone, I have no technology. It's just me and my thoughts. And then it's gotten to the point where I've started to get like, I want to say it's not stir crazy, but it's like, dang, I gotta keep thinking. So it's just like, oh my goodness. And then well, because then I start thinking like even further and further and further, and they're more. I feel like during that walk time, it's typically things like that are more emotional and deep that I don't allow myself to get to on the regular. So I would rather do that walk with somebody, or I'm like, y'all gotta distract me from this. Like, who knows what I'm gonna start thinking about? And then it's like, but I think I need that.
Yeah.
So that's part of that. Just kind of finding a balance, and that forces me, unfortunately.
That's real.
That's
That's why I don't
beautiful.
like working out without music. Like, if I don't have headphones, it ain't happening.
Yeah, I mean, like before I was doing the walk, and I would talk to y'all, and then then I stopped having my phone, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
what will we be talking about now? And then it's like, no, we're not talking about that.
Try to create conversations in your head.
Yeah, basically. So.
Yeah,
But
get
I
that.
think I have learned to enjoy that silence. Just like I will drive with no music.
Oh,
I can do that.
Back in the day,
I can do that.
literally somebody would turn the radio off and I would just start singing.
She would.
And now I'm
My
like,
God.
everybody just be quiet. Let's just
I don't
have
know.
silence.
I feel like if I did that, then I would like start crying. 'Cause, like I feel like I would start thinking about something that I don't need, or that I probably should be thinking about, or should have processed
That's
a long time
real.
ago. And then it's like,
Yeah.
and then someone's looking at me like, "What is this guy doing?" And I'm like, "Mind your business. Give me a phone."
I
Yeah.
need a phone.
So
I'm sorry not to laugh at your pain
No.
and
Like-
avoidance of something very intimate,
Oh,
but
no. It's something. I mean, I told you, like on this walk every day, this is what I think about, and I'm like, keep pushing it away. Jeez.
We don't have to talk
Oh, yeah.
about that on
No,
camera.
I don't think we need to.
Oh,
yeah, I
we
think we do.
Sheesh.
But-
I'm sitting here a little.
Okay, this is
We're
why
gonna
I-
have an intervention like you guys had an intervention with me freshman year.
Oh, we love interventions.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is why
They
I usually
do.
avoid them.
Mm-hmm.
For me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, don't worry, we
I
got you.
guess we have a intervention episode coming up soon.
I
Well-
don't think we're gonna post it. I don't think we're gonna post that.
Oh no,
Yeah.
never.
Oh no, we gotta record it though. I gotta see this.
No, we can just 3-way call, 4-way call.
But
That works.
excuse me. But
What are you doing?
throwing up all the nonsense that you guys are saying. But
All right, that wraps up this episode on technology. I know we kind of were all over the place, but hopefully you found something to take out of it, something you could relate to, and you think about your personal relationship with technology.
make sure you like, subscribe, share with their friends, leave a comment, whatever you gotta do. But keep watching. Hope you enjoy.
Thank you. We love
Thanks
you.
for showing up.
Bye.
Oh, and shout out to Marcus for guest starring.
Bow, 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 bow.
All right.